Okay, first I want to give all honor, praises, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakadash, Barakatham. Oh, I said Barakatham. Hey, you can say it, don't matter. Right? Yahweh being the true name of the Most High, Yahushai being the name, the true name of his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. You know, you Israelites of the Bible, I mean, you blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, Latinos, you are the true Israelites of the Bible. You are the saints, right? Well, saints are really pertaining to the, you know, the elect, right? So not really that, but kind of fit in. But not really. You know, only 1/3 is going to be saved out of here. You know, alongside the great multitude. But nonetheless, you know, you are the true children of the Most High, right? The Most High is only dealing with Yah. He's not dealing with these other nations, right? It's all on you, right? Anyways, this video is gonna be about it's gonna be about birthdays, man. You know, birthdays are pagan. It just is, right? Now, actually, before we even get into this, right? Pretty sure, what was it? Seen a video. I'm pretty sure the god's name, the quote unquote god's name was Artemis. And if I'm not mistaken, it was either the Greeks or the Egyptians that had traditions of making their cake, right? And offering it as tribute unto the devil. Oh, you can call it devil. But unto the quote unquote god Artemis, right? And in fact, they put lights. I'm pretty sure they put lights on top of the cake to shine like the moon. It was a perfect website, and I have a video too that I might just play it. Yeah, the Greeks. Yeah, the Greeks. Yeah, let's read it right here. Right, worshippers celebrated by offering round, moon-shaped honey cakes adorned with lit candles to mimic the moon. A practice linked to the origins of a practice linked to the origins of modern birthday candles. So okay, wait a minute, right? I'm gonna have the video in as well, you know. But listen to this, right? Actually, no, don't listen to me. Let's read scripture, right? Let's read scripture. Or was it the fourth? It might be the fourth or the eighth chapter. No, not this. Right? Let's read, because you seen it right there, right? You seen it right there. I'm not. Hey, hey. I'm not gonna say too much. Let's read Deuteronomy 8:19. And it shall be, if you do at all forget the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, your God, and walk after other gods. Hold up. Walk after other gods, right? Taking in their traditions, right? Look at that too. 1 John 2:15, right? Love not the world, right? But let's read it one more time. Deuteronomy 8:19. And it shall be, if you do at all forget the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and walk after other gods, and serve them, and worship them, I testify against you this day that ye shall surely perish. Hey, I didn't say it. Scripture did, right? So that's one, right? Let's get, 1 John. First thing that popped into my head, right, after this was 1 John 2:15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Hold up, let's get, was it James 7:7? No. 4:7? No. 4:4. James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, right? Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High Yahweh? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High, right? Keep in mind, I'm not saying this. Scripture is saying this shit. I'm not just going around telling lies and shit. This is what the book is saying, okay? Right? That's that. Right? Shit. Even Job knew this, right? Let's get Job, first chapter, right? Seen this online, funny enough, right? And his sons went and fasted and feasted in their houses, everyone his day, and sent. Actually, let's get the first, right? Let's get some context. There was a man in the land of Uz whose name was Job, and that man was perfect and upright and one that feared the Most High and eschewed evil. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance was also 7,000 sheep, 3,000 camels, his 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 she asses, which are donkeys, right? And a very great household, so that this man was the greatest of all the men of the east. And his sons went and feasted in their houses, every one his day. And sent and called for the 3 sisters to eat and to drink with him. I wonder what it says in different translations against the new translation, right? What does it mean by his day? Right? Whoa, ho, whoa, buddy. Right? His sons used to hold feasts in their homes on their birthdays. That's exactly what I thought. Right? And it was so, when the days of the feast were gone about, that Job sent and sanctified them, and rose up early in the morning and offered burnt offerings, according to the number of them all. For Job said, it may be that my sons have sinned, and cursed the Most High in their hearts. Thus did Job continually. Whoa. Let's put two and two together, right? Celebrate your birthday. Sin against the Most High. What was it? Deuteronomy 8:19, I'm pretty sure, right? You follow out these other gods, you're gonna surely perish, right? Enmity with the enmity. Actually, no. Friendship with the world is enmity with the Most High. Don't you know that? Right? Love not the world. You love the world. The love of the Father is not in you. You know, a lot of people may call you crazy, but they cannot deny Scripture. Right? Let's get Jeremiah 20th chapter. Right? Yeah. Let's get the 7th chapter first. Right? Seest you not what they do in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem? I'm pretty sure they're saying, don't you see what they doing? In the city of Judah and Jerusalem, right? The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the woman I don't know how to fucking say this shit. Not their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven. Hold up. Wait a minute. Okay. And to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. Crazy. Do they provoke me to anger, said the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? Do they not provoke themselves to the confusion of their own faces? Hey, let's end it off. We can actually get to 22. It's pretty funny. Right? Therefore, thus saith the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, behold, mine anger and mine fury shall be poured out upon this place, upon man, and upon beasts, and upon the trees of the field, and upon the fruit of the ground, and it shall burn and shall not be quenched. Deuteronomy 8:19. You're going to perish, right? You're going to perish. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, right? The God of Israel, right? Put your burnt offerings onto your sacrifices and eat flesh. For I spake not unto your fathers, nor commanded them in a day that I brought them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt offerings and sacrifices. Come on, man. Then again, right, I'm not just saying this shit out my ass, right? This is what the book is saying, right? This is all scripture. Jeremiah 20:14. Cursed be the day wherein I was born. Hold up. Let not the day wherein my mother bare me be blessed. Hold up. You didn't get that part? Let's get the 15th verse, right? Cursed be the man be the man who brought tidings to my father, saying, a man child is born unto you, making him very glad. What's tidings? Let's get the Bible wise. Actually, we can just get the actual definition right here. Right? Get it right there. You see? Oh, different translation right there. Cursed be the man who brought my father the news. Right? I guess tidings mean news, right? Who made him very glad, saying, a child is born unto you, a son. Right? But let me actually make sure. I'm pretty sure it is, but you can always make sure. Yeah, good news. Okay, so this is correct. This is correct. Just had to make sure, right? Hey, and what do we learn about Artemis, right? These ancient Greeks and other people, right? Making their cakes shine like the moon, making it just like the moon, a circle shape. Come on, man. This is all for the quote unquote god Artemis, right? Come on, right? Even did the same thing back in the New Testament, right? In the book of Matthew, and I'm pretty sure Luke as well, because it should almost be the same, or it should be quoted, right? Let's get there right now concerning the birthdays, right? Whoa. No. Well, I guess we can. We say that for last. Actually, no, we'll get that right now, right? Matthew 24:5, right? For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear words. Actually, no. No. It's right here. I want to get at. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. That's really the main point, right? But talking about, in the New Testament about birthdays, right? There was a situation where, I'm pretty sure it was King Herod, right? Is married to his so-called wife. I'm pretty sure it was his brother's wife. And, the girl went outside, started dancing in front of her, dancing in front of, the king and his wife. And it pleased him, right? He's okay. I will give you anything you want, on behalf of my kingdom, right? And, I'm pretty sure his brother's wife, I think it's Herodes, she didn't like John the Baptist at all. In fact, she wanted him killed, but, King Herod kept him bound up in chains. So she's okay. The girl went to Herodes and she asked for John the Baptist's head. It's in the book, man. As a birthday gift, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Where the hell was it at, man? I don't know the exact verse, but I'm pretty sure it's in. Yeah, there it is. Literally right there, right? Let's get. But when Herod's birthday was kept, Matthew 14:6. But when Herod's birthday was kept, right? Talking about birthdays again, right? Was kept. The daughter of Herodes danced before them and pleased Herod, right? Whereupon he promised with an oath to give her whatsoever she would ask, right? And she, being before instructed of her mother, right? Mother did not like John the Baptist, right? Said, give me here John the Baptist's head in a charger, right? And the king was sorry, nevertheless, for the oath's sake, and them which sat with him at meat, he commanded it to be given her. And he sent and beheaded John the Baptist in prison. And his head was bought in a charger and given to the damsel, and she brought it to her mother, right? This all happened on his birthday, right? Now let's end it off with the verse I brought up in Luke, because I wrote some verses down, and I'm thinking I was gonna talk about Herodes and Herod, but it was completely not it. But it still adds to the point. Take heed that no man deceive you, right? And not only that, when you on your birthday, right, you expect gifts to be given to you, right? That day is all about you. You basically being prideful, right? Basically being prideful, right? And that shit leads to sin. In fact, you're not supposed to be prideful. Have pride, and prideful. Be proud of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua, right? To keep it nice and simple, right? Luke chapter 14 and 11, right? And whosoever exalteth himself shall be abased, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. Right now, on your birthday, I said before, that day is all about you, man. And it's like, come on, man, you exalting yourself, right? You expect someone to say this. You expect someone to do this. You expect someone to give you money. You expect somebody to give you gifts. You expect someone to say happy birthday to you, right? You expect the whole household to be there for you and you only. Nigga, come on, right? What did Jeremiah say, right? What did he say? Cursed be the day I was born. Let no man come unto my father. Good news saying, a child was born unto you, right? And obviously that goes for gifts too. Right? You giving gifts and come on, it's the same shit. Now, I'm not saying you can't be happy, right? You can be happy, right? But when it comes to like family members like that, for me personally, I just won't even say nothing, right? Like you say, oh, parents or siblings, but oh, you don't want to say happy birthday to me, nigga. I'm happy that you're alive every day. I always say that, right? I'm happy that you're alive every day. Why on this one specific day? I come on, and you gotta lead by scripture too, right? But, people of the world, they don't understand this, right? Let's get abased. Right? What does abased mean? To bring low, right? So for whosoever exalteth himself shall be brought low, and he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. Right? God, humble yourself, man. Let's get some like a verse on pride, right? That's a good one. Look, Proverbs 29 and 23, and even Proverbs 11 and 2. Right? I knew it was gonna be in Proverbs somewhere. I want to get one of those, right? When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom, right? Proverbs 29 and 23. A man's pride shall bring him low, but honor shall uphold his humble spirit. What does that tell you, man? What does that tell you? Proverbs 14 and 3. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride. Foolish pride. But the lips of the wise shall preserve them. Come on, man. Come on. But yeah. Crazy, man. What people try to tell you nowadays. Anyways, pretty short video. I want to give all honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem Rakakadash, for allowing me to make this video. Lord willing, you edified. Peace, grace, and mercy unto the whole elect out there and those who are scattered abroad. Lord willing, see you in the next video. And with that, I'm going to stay strong. Shalom, shalom. All right, I wanted to get one last verse, right? I ended the video off by seeing another verse, right? Mark 7:21. For from within, out of the heart of men, proceed evil thoughts, adultery, fornications, and murders. As we can see that this is all evil shit, right? Thefts, covetousness, wickedness, deceit, lasciviousness, an evil eye, blasphemy, pride, foolishness. All these evil things, right? Now I was gonna work. All these evil things come from within and defile the man. Point blank clear, man. Shalom, shalom. All praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Follow me with this video. Shalom, shalom.